Moving on to the next function, we're looking at the waterform thickness. You can now use the double RL grid method to determine your waterform thickness. By the way, these red arrows indicate the longest drainage path. I'm going to my layer settings. I'm going to turn off the existing display settings for this form thickness. And then I'm going to select the road and then go to Tools and then scroll down to Waterform Thickness. On the top you can go and specify which analysis method to use. You can go and specify your start and end chainage, rainfall intensity. Further down, and we've spent quite a bit of time customizing this for you, you can go and specify your maximum shading depth as well as your shading step. As you go and make changes to this, you can see the colors would update. You can go and customize these colors according to your project specifications. Reverting back to my original settings, at the bottom you can go and specify your depth label threshold. Anything above 0.5 millimeter will be labeled. The vertical exaggeration updates your display in the render view. That 75 can be increased to as much as 500 in your render. It goes through the waterform thickness calculation. Because it's a dual carriageway, it does both edges. I'm going to show you what this looks like in a rendering, and before I do that, I'm going to go and switch off my enable textures. I'm now going to go and right click and select render view. Once you're in the render view, if you right click again, you'll see you've got additional options. One of these options is to go and create viewports. This is done by pressing Ctrl and a number on your keyboard. Further down the list here, we have the option to fly along road entity. If you've right clicked on the road, this option is available. In your drive-through, you can use these to slow things down and make things faster, or you can use your mouse wheel. And then in addition to that, you've got these buttons to move up and down, left and right. You can also use the arrow keys on your keyboard. We give you different environmental settings to choose from. Take note that in Civil Designer 8.5, the DTM is displayed correctly under the bridge. Carrying on with our environmental settings, and as we approach this on-ramp onto the highway, these road markings can now easily be inserted by using the new Drape hatch functionality found under the road's signage menu. Changing my environmental settings and moving to the right. As we approach some crossing surfaces, I'm going to go beneath the ground. Looking at these pipes, I'm going to slow things down somewhat. And while I'm busy moving, I'm going to press the letter V on my keyboard. If I go and move my cursor, you can see there's a yellow balloon, and that yellow balloon indicates that we've got clashes between our services. In front of us, this is where we inserted the auxiliary services with the automatic head walls, and this can be viewed from any perspective. Up ahead, where we got the water film thickness, you can see the vertical exaggeration really looks impressive in the render view. Using the arrow keys on my keyboard, moving up, pressing V to lock the view, and then using my mouse wheel to speed things up, I can use the drone approach and fly along the road.